Everything's up. Ooh, okay. I'm like, woo. All right. Hey, welcome, welcome. Betty Smith with Souda County Daily News. We are the People's News. We're number one for a reason, and that reason is you. As always, we get around town, but again, we're here at 612 Chillicothe Street at Photography, Web Design, and much more. Doing another couch conversation this week. Sitting on our individual chairs today, though. Got the beautiful Valentine's Day theme behind us, because again, we want to talk about that today, too. But I am here with Cindy Black from Black's Bookstore, right?
Black's Bookshop.
Black's Bookshop. I'm making sure I get that right. I'm happy to have you here. I met you a little while back, and you was telling me about your store and everything. And so if you want to go into a little bit of detail so folks know how to reach you, or...
Well, Betty, I just want to thank you for all your hard work that you do to help all the small businesses and independent artists and everybody.
Oh.
It's really appreciated to have this opportunity to come and be able to express my business to the public, and
Right.
I just want to thank you for that.
Oh, you're welcome. I love seeing everybody come in.
But I have an online bookshop. It started out originally in the Pendleton in Ashland, and then I went over to Ironton and had a bookshop there for a couple of years as consigned books. And then things got really slow and the pandemic hit, so I closed it and just started going online.
Okay.
And that's what I cater to now, is online customers, and it's blacksbookshop.com.
Okay.
But I do have a small brick and mortar that I make appointments for, and people can come and shop, you know, if they make an appointment. So
Oh, yeah.
that way they can have the whole bookstore to themselves, and that gives them a lot of time to look over the books, because I have thousands of books.
Wow. Well, one thing I want to ask, because you being a bookstore owner, how important it is to still have that tangible book
Yes.
in your business.
Yes. It's getting back to where it used to be. A long time ago, people cherished books. They were heirlooms passed down from generation to generation. And then came along the Kindle and the e-books, which those are all good and everything, but you know, everybody loves the smell and the feel and the word on the page. And there's so many different ways they're presenting books now. You know, there's, other than leather and cloth, there's so much detailing, like this one right here. And this was one of my favorite books right here.
Yeah.
It's a 1841 copy.
Wow. I'm going to zoom in on that a little bit, if you don't mind.
You can just see the intricate tooling. That's all gilt design. It's tooled in there. It's gilt sides, and that is 24 karat gold dust in that paint. And this is the Donatello engraving on the edge, inside the edge, if you can see it there. And you know, it's got the rib spine with the intricate detailing. And this is one of my favorite books. And, you know, people have started to come back to appreciate the details of some of the books that's being made now. This is old, of course, but they're getting back into this. And another thing is, I wanted to show, this is another one of my favorite books. I don't have these for sale. This one's not for sale, but this is the, in the French, it's Le Lyre Français, which is The Little Lyre by Gustave Masson. And, you know, it looks like a typical book. It's got the gilt edging, the leather, and the rib spine with the gilt design. But if you look at it very closely, you can tell that there is a beautiful
Oh, yeah, like a design on the edges.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you see that? I don't know if
Yeah,
you...
I can. Yeah, I'm zooming in on it a little bit. You can,
Yeah.
in the reflection of the light, you can see the
and
pattern.
That's called four-edge painting. And if you
Wow.
don't know to look for that, you know, on books, you'll miss it. So, but that's on the gilt edge painting, and it's hand painted on there.
That's
so
beautiful.
That's another, you know, interesting book to look for if you're collecting. So there's so many different things you can look for in books now. A book, to me, is a work of art.
Right.
I know we have paperbacks that I push if you're just wanting something to read, but to collect, you can really get into some beautiful, beautiful books. And
I mean, to me, the design in itself is art.
exactly,
Yeah,
that's what it is. It's a work of art.
Yeah.
And so it's starting to come back.
Yeah.
I know that a lot of people want to rush onto Amazon, and you know, they've made it so convenient. You just pull up your Amazon account and you can do whatever you want to on there. But we need to appreciate the independent small bookseller, because that's part of our community.
Yeah.
And if we miss that, the community has a void. And so many towns now have lost their bookshops because of platforms like Amazon and
I mean, we're actually losing those one-of-a-kind books then.
exactly.
Yeah.
And to go in and to be able to sit down and look at a book before you buy it and just smell them, you know,
Yeah.
just go through the rows and just smell that beautiful musty smell. It just makes you want to go get a cup of coffee and just relax. And so
And read a good book, right?
yeah, eventually I hope to reopen another bookshop. We're looking for a building, and I don't want to rent, but I want to have my own building.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what we're doing right now. We're just looking, and I've been selling online, and
Okay.
So-
let me ask you this. I already kind of know the answer to this, but they don't. So do you also buy books or?
well, I do buy estates.
Okay.
And I like to have the option to come and look at the books before I purchase them. And I do a little bit better than half-price books. I try to be fair. But really the best way to do it is consignment. And I do a lot of consignment. I have over 300 consigners.
Wow.
So if you consign, you get 25% of the sale price. Whereas if I had to buy them outright, you know, I can't do that much.
Right.
But I'm so booked up right now on consignments, I can't take any more for
Okay.
a while.
Okay.
But I do like to buy estates before they go through an estate sale. And I know there's a lot of books that's just being tossed aside.
Yeah.
And I prefer books prior to 1971.
Right.
Those are the ones that are well sought after, and that was before the ISBN number comes out.
Okay.
And before all political correctness and la la la.
Yeah. You want
So,
those original. Yeah.
books is what I
Okay.
look for. So
I know you had talked about your website, and I'm going to step away again because I know you want to show folks how to kind of walk their way through your website. Is
Yes.
that okay?
yes.
Okay.
Now
Oh, yeah.
on a desktop, if you got a desktop or a tablet, it's different. It's a lot easier on a desktop or a tablet, but on the phone, it's kind of smaller, so you kind of have to observe the details.
Okay. Can we do that then? I'll
We
kind of.
sure can.
I'll try to zoom up a little bit, and I'm going to come right into it there, so that way.
And this is what it looks like.
Okay.
Now, as you can see, this is the home page. But if you notice right here, there's a little box that says menu. And that's what you want to click on right there, that little menu. You can come down and read. There's a lot of stuff to read. Like right now, I'm having a Valentine's Day sale. Everything is 15% off my site. And if you buy $30 or more, there's free shipping in the U.S. So, and that's media mail, but it tells you a little bit about everything. And if you like to do Christian books, you can go through my website, and there's a link there that takes you right to christianbooks.com, and I get a small commission. And then there's a few other things, a few memberships that I belong to that tells you about that. So let's go back up here to the menu, and we'll click on that little box. Okay. Now, we just left the home page, but there's used books, and then there's the latest ones that I have uploaded. There's also an about page. It tells a little bit about the Bookshop, how to contact me. Now, new books. If you click on new books, this is my bookshop.org link, and you can just put a title in here in the search bar if it's a new book you're looking for. And also, ebooks are available on this site as well. So you can download ebooks right from my website.
Okay.
Let's see if I can go back.
I'm going to ask this while you're going through that. And do you sell children's books as well?
I do.
Because I know a lot of people is really big on getting the children's books. So
yes, and I keep in stock all the Newberries and Caldicuts.
Oh, okay.
So I always keep those. Those are always the best sellers. Now let's click on used books right here before we go to anything else. If you click on used books, you can do a search, and these are the ones that I have in stock. So you can do a search by author, title, or you can even do a price search. If you want something $5 to $10, you can put the minimum and maximum in there. And then you come down and you can do a browse categories. Now let's say you want to do fiction. And you just come down here and click on fiction. Now if you notice, there's a little plus sign beside fiction. So you just hit that plus sign, and then all the genres in the fiction will come up.
Okay.
And that just makes it so unique and easy to get to. It's really easy to navigate once you learn how. And then we'll go back and we'll do audiobooks. You can download audiobooks right from my website as well.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I highly recommend, if you like audiobooks, we just got done listening to the new Pulitzer Prize winner, James. And if you want a good audiobook, you can download it right here, and you will love that book. It's great. So
you have a lot of options.
A lot of options. And under used books, I also have new books, but I have limited supply. So sometimes I don't have what you're looking for. Just click on the new books, and it takes you right there, and you can just type whatever you're looking for right in the search bar, and it'll come up. Let's do James, just for an example.
And while you're bringing that up, do you mail out? Obviously, you deliver, and I mean, like you mail out their books, or is it?
Yes, like right now, if you have $30 or more, there's free shipping in the U.S.
Okay.
Now, if you go to New Books, I don't ship those out. Those come from my distributor.
Okay.
But I do. I have a free shipping right now. So
figured I better ask that, because that's to be the next thing someone would ask you.
yeah. And now here's the James audiobook. This is the audiobook. See, you can just hit ebook, hardcover, paperback. Well, this isn't the audiobook, but this is under new books. So there's 3 different formats you can get, and you can just click on the ebook, and it'll, after you purchase it and everything, it'll come up and you just download it.
Oh, yeah.
And that makes it really nice.
Okay.
And same with audiobooks as well. You can download those as well.
Okay. Well, that is good to know, and I'm glad that you're showing that to folks, so that way they can kind of go through the details of it, and they can always replay. Folks, you can pause this and rewind it a little bit. That's the nice thing about videotaping it and showing folks how to work it.
And right now, those are the 2 best sellers: Onyx Storm, the Rebecca Yarros, and James by Percival Everett. So those are the 2 best sellers, and I know you will love this.
Okay.
So I want to just bring that out because so many people just get on there and they just go to my homepage and they scroll down, they don't see anything, but they skip that most important part, menu.
Okay. And now I know you already said you have a Valentine's Day discount, but what is usually a favorite book people buy during Valentine's Day? Do you have any, or any recommendations?
Well, that's a tough question.
Uh-oh. I promised I'd make them easy. No.
I would have to say any kind of romance.
Okay,
You know,
okay.
Any romance.
Yeah. Okay. Or
I'm not a romance reader.
Right.
But most women like romance.
Okay.
But on my website, you can get a gift card.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, under new books,
Oh,
you
yeah.
can
That
get
way
a
they can
gift
pick out
card.
what they like to
Exactly.
read. Yeah. That's a good thing.
Yeah, you can do that under new books.
Under new books. Hey, guys, again, this is Cindy. I want to put your whole name in there. Cindy Black from Black's Bookshop right there in...
I'm in Argolite, Kentucky,
Okay.
which I'm just 1 mile from the Industrial Parkway.
Oh, okay. I know yesterday I said Raceland, and I thought I better ask her that. I knew you was on the Kentucky side.
Yeah.
But we love getting folks like Cindy in here because that way you guys get that information. We're in an area, and I know you know this. A lot of times if you're in Columbus or maybe even Cincinnati, you can get more accessible to things. But we get down here in these smaller towns like Portsmouth, and it's harder to find out the resources. So that's one thing I always like too, is be able to share those resources.
Well, it's much appreciated. Let me just show you something here.
Oh, yeah.
I just wanted to show you something. I got started.
I love seeing this.
I
These old
got
books.
started seeing. I got started in books at a very early age, and my father would go to all these different places and just buy me boxes of books, and they kept piling up and piling up. And one day, my daughter said, "What are we going to do with all these books, Mom?" And I said, "Well, I don't know." And she said, "Why don't we sell them?" And I got to thinking about it, you know, and I thought, well, why don't we? And so that's when it all started. But I wanted to show you this little treasure here.
Yeah. Let me kind of zoom in on that. I love that with the horse.
This is a first edition of John Steinbeck, The Red Pony.
Wow. I love that.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah, I love the art, the detail, and how do people know what to watch? I mean, I know you said like you buy books from 1971 or prior. How do people know when? Because the reason I'm bringing this up, I go to thrift stores many times, and then you see tons and tons of books, and you don't know what, I mean, unless it appeals to you, you don't know if there's a good book to buy.
Exactly. And you know, that's the tough part. I've been doing this since, I've had a bookshop since 2015, and there's so much to learn. And every publisher does a first edition differently.
Okay.
There's no set standard to it, and you just have to learn the publishers.
Okay.
And that's what makes it hard.
Yeah.
So, but I just love this illustrated edition.
Oh,
And I
yeah, a
just
lot of
wanted
art
to-
and detail.
Yeah, show this. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's nice. That is really nice.
And then also I have another one that might be familiar to everybody. The movie Out of Africa.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So this is a first edition by Isaac Denison, and it became a movie. Now, if you just look at this, I've got the dust jacket wrapped in Mylar, which helps preserve it, see?
Mm-hmm.
But if you take the dust jacket off, and this
I'm
is
hitting
what
the carpet there.
this is what makes this book so beautiful.
Oh, wow.
You see the gilt stonework?
Yeah.
And look at the beautiful binding and spine.
Oh, wow.
So you never can judge a book by its cover.
Right. That's a good way. That's a good thing. Oh, my
So I wanted to
gosh.
share just a few of my favorites that I cherish, hoping to spark a little fire in everybody, and you know.
Well, even for young adults, it's a
you
great
to-
way to restart a new hobby or, like you said, learning new books or,
And pass down heirlooms.
yeah, that is awesome.
And they say reading kind of helps you not get dementia.
Okay.
Because you're exercising your brain instead of just watching TV.
Right. And I know a lot of us, we all fall back to like the Facebook stuff now, but right here you can pick up a book and read a good book. And I'm so glad to have her in today. Well, Cindy, this is at the point where if there's any final thoughts that you might want to let folks know about, or again, anything to just remind folks about, we'll go with that. Or
Yes, like you said, I'm on Facebook, Black's Bookshop, on the web, blacksbookshop.com, which is my the most useful place to go. And then if you need a book scout, I do book scouting as well. I hunt down hard to find books for people with a minimal price, and I can do that as well.
that's not, yeah, that way when everybody else is busy, but they're wanting a certain book, and you can take the time to do that they might not be able to.
Right. I went to the Colorado Antiquarian Book Seminar back in 2017, and I learned a lot about books and the book market, and we have like a niche, a contact group that we help each other find hard out-of-print books. So I've got
great.
access to resources.
Yeah, that makes it nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. I enjoy it. I really do. I feel very blessed to be able to do something that I enjoy. I started working when I was 10 years old, cutting grass, and I just got to a place in my 50s. I told my husband, I said, I just want to do what I like.
Yeah.
And he said, Cindy, do it. And I just feel so thankful to be able to do that,
Now, can I say this in a iron, that's not the word I'm looking for, an ironic way, I guess, that I felt like, because I'm in my 50s now too, and sometimes I look back and I thought, gosh, why couldn't I just done this sooner? But I think sometimes fear is a big thing for people. And, and we have all this put on us when we're young, and they're like, oh no, just take this path, or oh no, this is the safest path. And really, when I talk to folks like you, I get that, you really do, if you put your all in it, you can follow your dream. I think that's a dream of yours, obviously.
Yes, I think God puts dreams in us. I really do, to make the world go round.
And it probably is a timing thing too. I think we all probably, I think, gosh, why couldn't it just been done 20 years sooner when I was a little bit younger, or, but then again, of course, there was other life experiences that we were all dealing with. So I try to balance it.
Yes.
But I love that you said that, because obviously you've been in the books for a very long time. I take pictures and stuff for a very, very long time, and a lot of people know me more for Sauter County Daily News down here, but up there they know me more for photography and pictures in Columbus. So it's funny that just how things work out,
Yeah.
But I love talking to you today. And one last thing I want to say is, yes, please support local. I think that's a big deal. I think a lot of us has been hit hard with just the economy and everything. And I think, my personal opinion, the folks that I've talked to, a lot of folks are going back to small business. They like that personal one-on-one, or they like that. I think it's a little bit more than just scanning something and going out the door.
Exactly.
Yeah. I want to know that if I'm spending money, and I hope this is what you all think too, but I think nowadays when we're spending money on something, we want to know what we're getting out of it, and it means something to us. Because a lot of us, if we spend carelessly, I guess to say, and we're going out there, then we're like, what did we do with that? What happened?
Well, see, that's another thing about the ebooks. People have spent so much money on their Kindles and tablets, and then when they tear up, that they've lost all them books they've downloaded. Whereas a book like this, appreciates in value.
Yeah.
Books appreciate in value. So they're collectors, they're collectibles. And another thing I want to say is when you go on my website, you can sign up for my newsletters. And I try to put out one every month with maybe some of the latest books that I've gotten, and maybe what a sale is going on, and contact information. So you can sign up for that. That don't cost you nothing. And I don't sell emails.
Right. Okay. Oh, see? One last thing I want to mention about that, withholding the book and stuff. Here recently, we've had storms, and we've had where power's been out. And the first thing that we've been able to go to, even with our grandson, is to pick up a book.
Oh, isn't that great?
Yes. That, or an actual game, not the game on the tablets. We actually have some board games still, and we can pull them out and try
Exactly.
to, yeah. And then it's nostalgic for us, but hopefully it's putting something in him that it's just not about tablets and all that good stuff.
Right. Yeah, we need to get away from the electronics. We really do. We've created a non-social atmosphere, and we just need to get back to where we were.
So I'm going to add this in too. Now I know you said you have a small bookstore and you usually do it by appointment, which is okay too, because we do that here sometimes. I can't encourage enough for people to take road trips. And how big of a deal would it be to say, hey, and maybe you're with some other book lovers and say, hey, let's make an appointment with Cindy and let's go get a book. And what's there to eat nearby you or anything? Is there like any?
Well, I'm kind of out in the country.
Okay.
But if you go on to Ashland, there's all kinds of restaurants there. But I'm just 1 mile off the Industrial Parkway.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm kind of in the middle of Route 5 and 207. I'm right in between.
Okay. Well, see, that way at least they can take a little bit of a road trip, eat some lunch, meet with you, get some books or tea or whatever, make fun with it. And
Make a day of it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I try to tell people.
Yeah, because I have no time limit. When you come to my shop, you can stay as long as you want.
Oh, that is so nice. Yeah. We gotta do tea and crumpets.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah. All right, guys. As always, we are the People's News. We're number one for a reason. That reason is you. And of course, I'm going to shout out our small local business here locally. We've got Roger Hemming Contractors, Southern Ohio Overhead Doors and Fencing, Caring Hearts, which is right there in Willersburg, and they do daycare up to 11:30 in the evening. I stress that because they never had that when I had my grandson first down here. So I do stress that. And then Easy Dumps It. They're another sanitation company that's down here. They're located in Willersburg. And then, so I'm just going to end with this. I think it'd be a really nice, the Joy Hive apparel. They say buzz out of their hive and bring joy into the world. Wait a minute, what's your slogan?
Oh, I don't have a slogan.
Oh.
We're going to have to come up with one.
Yeah. I was going to say we could end with your slogan.
Well, shoot.
Buy a book from Books,
Yeah.
Cindy's
Yeah,
book.
and remember, never judge a book by its cover.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, yay.
That's not original, but
Hey, we can go with it.